skull, skull, skull. Bone structure of the head, 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 head. The head is the uppermost part of the body, typically containing the brain, eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Scalp, scalp, scalp. The scalp is the skin covering the top of the head, which includes hair follicles, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands. Hair, hair, hair. Hair is a thread-like structure composed of a protein called keratin, which grows from follicles located in the skin. Brain, brain, brain. The brain is the organ located within the skull that controls and coordinates bodily functions, thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Face, face, face. The front part of the head, which includes the forehead, eyes, nose, mouth, and chin. Forehead, forehead, forehead. The upper part of the face above the eyebrows. Temple, temple, temple. The temple refers to the area on the side of the head, located behind the eyes and above the ears. Eyes, eyes, eyes. The eye is the organ responsible for vision. Eyebrow, eyebrow, eyebrow. An eyebrow is a strip of hair located above the eyes, along the brow ridge of the face. Eyelid, eyelid, eyelid. The eyelid is a thin fold of skin that covers and protects the eye. Eyelash, eyelash, eyelash. An eyelash is a hair that grows along the edge of the eyelid. Ear, ear, ear. An ear is the organ responsible for hearing and maintaining balance. Nose, nose, nose. Nose is primarily responsible for the senses of smell and taste, as well as playing a key role in breathing. Nostril, nostril, nostril. A nostril is one of the two external openings of the nose, through which air enters and exits the nasal passages. Mouth, mouth, mouth. Mouth is primarily responsible for several vital functions, including eating, speaking, breathing, and expressing emotions. Lip, lip, lip. The lip is a soft, fleshy part of the face that forms the boundary of the mouth. Tooth, tooth, tooth. A tooth is a hard, calcified structure found in the mouth that is used for biting, tearing, and grinding food. Tongue, tongue, tongue. The tongue is a muscular organ in the mouth responsible for tasting, swallowing, and speaking. Chin, chin, chin. The chin is the lowermost part of the face, located below the lower lip and at the tip of the jaw. Cheek, cheek, cheek. The cheek is the fleshy area on either side of the face, located between the eyes and the jaw. Jaw, jaw, jaw. The jaw is the lower part of the face that holds the teeth and is responsible for chewing and speaking. Beard. 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 A beard is facial hair that grows on the chin, cheeks, and jaw, typically found in males after puberty. Neck. 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 The neck is the part of the body that connects the head to the torso. Throat. 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 The throat is the part inside your neck that helps you swallow, breathe, and talk. Adam's apple. Adam's apple. Adam's apple. The Adam's apple is a small bump in the front of the throat. Nape. 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 Back of the neck. Chest. 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 The chest is the upper part of the body, located between the neck and the abdomen. Breast. 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 Front part of the chest, especially in women. Nipple. 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 Small protrusion on the breast. Rib. 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 The rib is one of the curved bones that form the protective cage around the chest. Abdomen. 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 The abdomen is the part of the body between the chest and pelvis. Stomach. 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 The stomach is a muscular organ in the abdomen that breaks down food using acids and enzymes, helping in digestion. Navel. 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 The navel, commonly known as the belly button, is a small, central scar on the abdomen. Waist. 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 The waist is the part of the body between the ribs and hips, often considered the narrowest part of the torso. Pelvis. 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 Bone structure supporting the lower body. Buttock. 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 The buttock is the rounded area of the body located at the back of the hips. Thigh. 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 Upper part of the leg. Knee. 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 The knee is the joint where the thigh meets the lower leg, allowing for bending and straightening of the leg. Shin. 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 The shin is the front part of the lower leg. Calf. 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 The calf is the back portion of the lower leg. Ankle. 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 The ankle is the joint that connects the foot to the lower leg. Foot. 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 Lower part of the leg for walking. Heel. 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 Back part of the leg. Sole. 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 Bottom part of the foot. Toe. 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 Digits of the foot. Arch of foot. Arch of foot. Arch of foot. Curved middle part of the sole. collarbone, collarbone, collarbone. Bone connecting the shoulder and chest. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Joint connecting the arm to the body. Armpit, armpit, armpit. Area under the shoulder where the arm meets the body. Arm, arm, arm. The arm is the upper limb of the body, extending from the shoulder to the wrist. Elbow, elbow, elbow. The elbow is the joint that connects the upper arm to the forearm. Forearm, forearm, forearm. The forearm is the part of the arm between the elbow and the wrist. Wrist, wrist, wrist. The wrist is the joint that connects the forearm to the hand. Hand, hand, hand. Part of the arm used for grasping. Palm, palm, palm. Inner surface of the hand. Finger, finger, finger. Digits of the hand. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Short, thick digit of the hand. Index finger, index finger, index finger. Second digit of the hand, used for pointing. Middle finger, middle finger, middle finger. Third digit of the hand. Ring finger, ring finger, ring finger. Fourth digit of the hand, often used for wearing rings. Little finger, little finger, little finger. Smallest digit of the hand. Knuckle, knuckle, knuckle. Joint of a finger. Heart, heart, heart. The heart pumps blood throughout the body, supplying oxygen and nutrients to tissues while removing waste products. Lungs, lungs, lungs. The lungs are a pair of spongy organs in the chest that are responsible for breathing. Liver, liver, liver. The liver is a large organ in the abdomen that processes nutrients from food. Gallbladder, gallbladder, gallbladder. The gallbladder is a small, pear-shaped organ located beneath the liver that stores and concentrates bile. Intestine, intestine, intestine. The intestine is a long tube-like organ in the digestive system that absorbs nutrients from food. Appendix, appendix, appendix. The appendix is a small, tube-shaped organ attached to the large intestine, located in the lower right abdomen. Esophagus, esophagus, esophagus. Tube connecting the throat to the stomach. Colon, colon, colon. Part of the large intestine. Pancreas, pancreas, pancreas. The pancreas is a gland located behind the stomach that produces digestive enzymes and insulin. Spleen. 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 The spleen filters blood and removing damaged red blood cells, and helps fight infections by storing white blood cells. Kidney. 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 Organ that filters blood to produce urine. Ureter. 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 The ureter is a tube that carries urine from the kidneys to the bladder. 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 Organ that stores urine. Urethra. 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 Tube that carries urine out of the body. In males, it also serves as a passage for semen during ejaculation. Prostate gland. Prostate gland. Prostate gland. Male gland produces a fluid that nourishes and protects sperm, which is a component of semen. Penis. 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 The penis is the male external reproductive organ, involved in sexual intercourse and urination. Testicle. 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 Male organ that produces sperm and testosterone. Epididymis. 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 Tube that stores and carries sperm from the testicles. Scrotum. 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 Patch of skin that holds and protects the testicles. Uterus. 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 The uterus is a hollow, muscular organ in females where a fertilized egg implants and develops during pregnancy. Ovary. 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 Females' organs that produce eggs and secrete hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. Fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. Tube that carries eggs from the ovaris to the uterus. Cervix. 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 Narrow lower part of the uterus that opens into the vagina. Vulva. 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 External part of the female genitalia, including the labia and clitoris. Vagina. 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 The vagina is a muscular, tubular structure in females that connects the external genitalia to the uterus. Clitoris. 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 Sensitive female organ involved in sexual arousal. Perineum. 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 Area between the anus and genitals. Anus. 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 The anus is the opening at the end of the digestive tract, through which solid waste, feces, is expelled from the body during bowel movements. Labia majora. Labia majora. Labia majora. Outer folds of skin surrounding the vulva. Labia minora. Labia minora. Labia minora. Inner folds of skin surrounding the vulva. Skin. 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 The skin is the body's largest organ. It consists of multiple layers, including the epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. Vein. 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 A vein is a blood vessel that carries blood toward the heart. Artery. 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 An artery is a blood vessel that carries oxygenated blood away from the heart to the rest of the body. Capillaries. 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 Smallest blood vessels connecting arteries and veins, allowing nutrient and gas exchange. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. Gland in the neck that regulates metabolism. Parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. Small glands near the thyroid regulate calcium levels. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Small gland at the base of the brain, controls other glands. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Gland above the kidneys that produces hormones like adrenaline. Salivary gland. Salivary gland. Salivary gland. The salivary glands are glands in the mouth that produce saliva. Sweat gland. Sweat gland. Sweat gland. Gland in the skin that produces sweat. Sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland. Gland in the skin that produces oil, sebum. Mammary gland. Mammary gland. Mammary gland. The mammary glands are specialized organs in females that produce milk. Lymph node. Lymph node. Lymph node. Small structures that filters lymph and produce immune cells. Pineal gland. Pineal gland. Pineal gland. Small gland in the brain that regulates sleep through melatonin. Thymus gland. Thymus gland. Thymus gland. Gland in the chest that develops T cells for immunity. Lacrimal gland. Lacrimal gland. Lacrimal gland. Gland above the eye that produces tears. Lymphatic vessel. Lymphatic vessel. Lymphatic vessel. Vessels carrying lymph fluid throughout the body. Cerebrum. 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 Largest part of the brain, responsible for voluntary activities and senses. Cerebellum. 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 Controls balance, coordination, and fine motor skills. Brainstem. 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 Controls basic life functions, like breathing, heart rate, and reflexes. Midbrain. 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 Part of the brainstem that controls eye movement and auditory processing. Medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata. Controls automatic functions like heart rate and breathing. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. Connects the brain to the rest of the body and transmits signals. Thalamus. 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 Relays sensory information to the cerebrum. Hypothalamus. 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 Regulates body temperature, hunger, and hormones. Hippocampus. 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 Essential for memory formation and learning. Amygdala. 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 Processes emotions like fear and pleasure. Corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. Connects the left and right brain hemispheres, allowing communication. Frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Associated with reasoning, planning, and voluntary movements. Parietal lobe. Parietal lobe. Parietal lobe. Processes sensory information, like touch and spatial awareness. Temporal lobe. Temporal lobe. Temporal lobe. Responsible for hearing, memory, and language comprehension. Occipital lobe. Occipital lobe. Occipital lobe. Processes visual information. Ventricles. 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 Ventricles are fluid-filled cavities in the brain that produce and store cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. Basal ganglia. Basal ganglia. Basal ganglia. Helps regulate voluntary motor movements, procedural learning. Broca's area. Broca's area. Broca's area. Controls speech production. Wernicke's area. Wernicke's area. Wernicke's area. Responsible for language comprehension. Olfactory bulb. Olfactory bulb. Olfactory bulb. Processes smells from the nasal cavity. Insular cortex. Insular cortex. Insular cortex. Associated with emotions, consciousness, and homeostasis. Cingulate cortex. Cingulate cortex. Cingulate cortex. Involved in emotional regulation and decision-making. Back. 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 The rear part of the body, from the neck to the waist. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. Cylindrical structure of nerve tissue that extends from the brainstem down the back. Bone. 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 The hard tissue that forms the skeleton and supports the body. Blood. 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 The red liquid that circulates in the arteries and veins. Achilles tendon. Achilles tendon. Achilles tendon. The tendon connecting the calf muscles to the heel bone. Anus. 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 The opening at the end of the digestive system through which waste exits. Rectum. 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 The final section of the large intestine where feces are stored before excretion. Ligament. 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 A tough connective tissue that connects bones or holds joints together. Cartilage. 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 A flexible connective tissue found in joints, ear, nose, and other areas. Femur. 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 The femur is the longest and strongest bone in the human body, located in the thigh. Patella. 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 The kneecap, a small, triangular bone that protects the knee joint. Tibia. 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 The larger of the two lower leg bones, also known as the shin bone, it supports most of the body's weight. Fibula. 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 The smaller bone in the lower leg, located alongside the tibia, providing support but not bearing as much weight. Tarsals. 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 A group of 7 bones in the ankle, including the calcaneus, heel bone. Metatarsals. 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 The 5 bones in the middle of the foot. Phalanges. 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 The bones in the toes, similar to the fingers of the hand. Scapula. 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 Flat, triangular bone that connects the humerus, upper arm bone, with the clavicle and forms part of the shoulder joint. Humerus. 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 The humerus is the long bone in the upper arm, connecting the shoulder to the elbow.